what do you think? How do you see lagoon-centric developments differentiate themselves from traditional residential and mixed-use projects in India?
At best can do a very luxurious apartment.
Do you think in India it's practically possible to accommodate and incorporate this in the projects, residential projects?
India is a country where there is enough rainwater in every part of the country.
How do you balance environmental responsibility?
If you look at coastal lagoons as such, it uses 1% of the chemicals that you have in a regular pool. Actually, you can drink from the coastal lagoon pool without even worrying because your typical mineral water has more chemical than the coastal lagoon pool.
Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to this platform by Bharat BuildCon. And I'm really excited because we have a very special guest with us today, Mr. Rao. Mr. Subhankar Rao is the chairman of Champions Group, and his concept of crystal lagoons is globally successful concept. So, sir, welcome, very warm welcome. We would like to ask you, first of all, to start with, how do you envision this innovation, this technology transforming the Indian real estate and tourism landscape?
See, India today is at the cusp of superior growth. No longer a third world country, already racing to be number 3 in the world. I think it's a matter of maybe a decade before we really race up to be number 1. So India really has to do iconic real estate projects, iconic living destinations, iconic tourism projects. And today, Crystal Lagoons as a concept is proven worldwide. It brings health, happiness. The moment you have a beach in the middle of your project, it really makes people vibrant. You're no longer living in a concrete jungle.
Yeah,
So you're
look at
really-
Singapore, how they have developed
That's right.
everything. Yeah,
Be it Singapore, be it Canary Wharf, all of them have a large water body in the middle.
yeah.
Singapore Marina Bay Area is very vibrant. They just have around 10 acre man-made lake in the middle.
Yes.
Things like that. That's essentially what we're bringing to India. We'd like to bring it to every city, every metro in India. We'd like to have millions of people living on the beachfront in India. Yeah?
Well, you have it in the world, but this is first time in India.
That's right.
So, what do you think? What makes Indian market attractive for this?
See, India is no longer a country of poor citizens. That's the wrong concept. We have some of the most number of millionaires in the world are right here in India.
Yeah.
And also, this concept doesn't need to be only for the uber rich. Our goal is to take luxury lifestyle living to the upper middle class segment as well.
Yeah.
Because the aspirational Indian today aspires to be on these kind of destinations. Every time I go to Dubai or something, it bothers me that a third of the buyers in Dubai are Indian, and they're all buying into homes like this because they're aspiring to be in locations like this.
They're seeking experiential living. Basically.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, yeah.
So, like talking about that, so what do you think? How do you see lagoon-centric developments differentiate themselves from traditional residential and mixed-use projects in India?
See, the traditional mixed-use project in India, at best can do a very luxurious apartment. Fine. I'm spending multiple crores living in a good concrete jungle.
Yeah.
But I'm not changing the lifestyle. I'm not changing the environment around. I'm not creating that large water body. Normally, people tend to be very happy on the waterfront. There's a reason. All of us are 65% water. So, of all the natural elements, you're happy in the mountains, you're happy in the greens, you're happiest on the waterfront. So, the moment you create a waterfront and a large water body and space for people to walk around, it creates a unique, real luxury. So, the real luxury today in India is not just a luxurious tower, but creating this, I would call it the entire ecosystem, which makes people happy and healthy.
So, do you think in India it's practically possible to accommodate it and incorporate this in the projects, residential projects?
Yes, it's very much possible.
Successfully?
See, India is a country where there is enough rainwater in every part of the country. So if you're doing rainwater harvesting, aquifer recharging, everywhere these are possible. We have done these crystal lagoons in Saudi, in UAE, where it is deserts. So India is a very ripe environment, and ideally, it's also an environment where you have sun most parts of the year. It's not gloomy like in UK or anything like that. So this is a perfect environment for crystal lagoons. And creating this crystal lagoon beach and enabling villas, apartments around not only helps increase the velocity of sales or increases the price of the project, but it actually makes the entire community come together. People tend to gravitate around water. They want to, normally, otherwise, we're all busy watching the TV, but no one is really bonding with their own families. If you look at a typical beach, most of the times it is 4 or 5 members of the family on the beach. They're actually bonding together. That is the most important achievement. Then health to a certain extent. You walk around the beach, you do yoga on the beach, you do kayaking on the beach, in the waters. It all makes you active. And today, that's one of the most important community elements that has to be introduced.
But is this very expensive? Like total luxury or affordability?
No, not really. I think the average cost of an apartment community maybe will grow by an extra 3, 4, 5% than actual cost. But the value perception could be significant.
Immense. Absolutely.
I see builders getting 50% upside. I've seen in Dubai 100% upside
Absolutely.
compared to the next door project.
Yeah.
Where the next door project actually is better. Only thing this guy has is the beach and he's doing far more
Totally worth
revenue
it.
wise.
Yeah. How do you balance environmental responsibility?
This is a very sustainable project. If you look at crystal lagoons as such, it uses 1% of the chemicals that you have in a regular pool. Actually, you can drink from the crystal lagoon pool without even worrying, because your typical mineral water has more chemical than the crystal lagoon pool.
Wow.
So UV based cleaning technology, 1% of the, I would call it, electricity usage, very sustainable.
Interesting. Interesting. Next question is, how do you see crystal lagoons contributing to local economies, job creation, and positioning India as a global leisure hub when you talk about tourism also? Now that we've spoken about the residential projects, how about tourism? How can we enhance tourism in India with this?
See, India needs iconic tourism destinations. When tourists come to India, they expect a luxury environment. Sure, not all parts of India are like that, but okay, I visit every city. Why can't I create a 20 acre, 30 acre, 40 acre township which is luxurious at least, so that these hotel which is inside this township gets a lot of these expat crowd who want to, global citizens want to experience India, but they don't want the chaos of the extreme roads and the paraphernalia that goes around. So you want to create these tourism destinations which have beautiful ways for them to experience themselves. They're coming here to relax.
Absolutely.
You put them on a very busy street, they go, they're no longer relaxed.
Yeah.
And with the commotion and the traffic and all of that.
Yeah.
So we need to create these small hubs, 20, 30, 40, 50 acre projects where there's a 3, 4 acre beach in the middle. People have have a hotel on one side, a convention center on one side. It could be villas, apartments on the other sides. And it brings this ecosystem together to be healthy, happy. And the tourists are also looking forward to staying an extra couple of nights instead of just being there and I'm checking out. Yeah.
I can visualize it. It will look really beautiful. I personally wanted to know about where you bring this concept to India. This is of my interest specifically.
This is, it came out of a meeting with the Book My Show CEO. He said, we're bringing great events to India, but there's no event destination which really is able to accommodate, say, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people in a good scenic setting.
Yeah.
They said, come on, we'll do this. All these beach lagoon communities we're bringing typically are going to have a 3, 4 acre beach. Then there's going to be surrounding sandbank. It can accommodate 30, 40, 50,000 people. You can have a floating performance area, which will really be iconic.
These are the attraction points because of which customers, people go outside India, travelers.
That's right.
So why not bring them to?
And we want to make them iconic, not just. See, today our event destinations are really shabby, and they're really not. You're bringing a world class performer, but the event destination is not world class. So I think both these need to be in sync to create that over luxury, phenomenal I would call it vibrant and energetic experience.
I think this is the perfect time also now that we have so many international concerts happening, so many international artists performing in India. So I think this is a perfect time when we should start thinking about these projects.
Not one single international artist will miss India if we have superior performing destinations like this. And creating a beach lagoon destination where they can perform to a vibrant 30, 40, 50,000 crowd will be massive and will make people very happy.
It'll be like dream come true for so many Indians. So, last question about your concept. Do you have any immediate plans or partnerships happening in India? Anything rolling out immediately?
We have multiple partnerships underway. We started our own project in Tamil Nadu on the border of Bangalore. Then we have a project happening with assets. We have a Hyderabad PPP project. We just talked with the Amravati CRDA team regarding setting up one right in the main city of the new Amravati coming up. We have one coming up in Gujarat. We just wrapped up that last week. We have one more coming in Mumbai, and this is with Lodha potentially. And obviously in Delhi, we're currently in talks. So this is going to be a phenomenon where
Wow.
every metro in India initially will have a beach, and we potentially will take it to tier two cities as well. So
So we'll see some transformation happening soon, right? In the coming years.
our goal is to have millions of Indians living on the beachfront.
Lovely. So now we are here at Bharat Buildcon platform where this is the exhibition happening where you see so many buyers, exhibitors, so many vendors were here and we have approximately 37 product categories here on display. So you think this is going to help the buyers like you or, promote
It's
that?
definitely going to help buyers like us. We're doing, say, our grand vision is to do 100 beach lagoon cities. So think about the scale. Each city will be a minimum of 25 acres to hundreds, 500,000 acres. I was just talking to the aviation minister. We're trying to introduce fly-in beach cities in India for the first time. Meaning, see, in US there are 700 of them. India is not a third world country. Come on, we can have one each in each of the cities.
Yeah.
Fly-in beach cities concept is you fly in with your plane, land on the runway,
Yeah.
pull up with your plane to your villa. Your villa instead of having
Maldives?
yeah, villa. No, not just Maldives in lots of
So
countries.
many places, yeah.
So instead of having a villa, your villa having a garage, you'll have a hangar, so that you'll pull in with your private plane. So when you're doing such grandiose scale projects, we would love to have a lot of Indian-based vendor ecosystem. See, when Trump and US threatens, India is shaking, saying all our trade is going for a toss. Viksit Bharat 2047, the PM Modi ji has asked for us all to do that. First, we need to start consuming internal, India-based, India-produced construction material, all kinds. And I think it's high time even the Indian ecosystem evolve. Indian real estate is going to drive this economy. Indian real estate is going to make India really pace up from current under 7% year-on-year growth rate to over 10% and potentially 15%. And for this to happen, a lot of the Indian local suppliers have to really also improve their skills and capabilities. Builders should buy from India. Even the suppliers in India have to start producing superior quality, high-end material, high-end construction equipment, which can really make India a growth driver. 1.4 billion Indians. Everyone wants a piece of the land. Everyone wants a home to stay. This is the brightest moment for the building industry.
Nice, sir. So here at this platform, what are you actually looking forward to mostly? Is there any agenda that will come with in mind specifically?
For this event?
Yeah, for the
Yes,
exhibition.
our event, primarily our focus is going to be to first enable India with a bigger vision. Come on, expand your projects, enable a beach lagoon in your projects, but also about introducing new age amenities, new age capabilities, new age construction equipment to all our project partners as well. We're already 10 projects in India. By the time BuildCon happens, we might be 20.
Yes.
So that means that itself means we're building 20 projects of 25 acres to a couple hundred acres. Huge projects by any means. Multiple millions of square foot in construction at each project. So just under the Beach Lagoon communities alone, we anticipate over 100 million square foot in construction at any time. That's a huge base. So we're really looking forward to enabling this entire ecosystem come together at BuildCon.
So is it India you're mostly targeting? You're looking forward?
Yes, primarily our focus right now is India, and I think
Because
India
there are
is
so
the number
many.
one location to be in today.
Yeah.
Crystalagons already is done in multiple countries. Our focus primarily is to take this across to every city, every tier one, tier two city in India.
Because we have like 765 buyers coming from 85 countries, and we also had a Russian delegation in the last edition, and the upcoming edition that we have is in 2026, which is going to take place in Yashobhumi. So are you planning to come as an exhibitor? You have
Sure.
anything in your mind?
We're there as an exhibitor. We're there also as a partial host to all these global buyers coming in into India. I think India today has to attract a lot of global buyers. We'd also like to bring some of our own connections. We have over 200,000 connections with builders, buyer community, real estate investors globally. So I would like to work with the BuildCon team and invite them as well to be part of this event.
So do you have many connections in Russia also? Because like we have Russian delegation that came, and we have Nostroy. So because they are the main body that through whom you have to go. So do you plan to network here with buyers that we have? You have anything in your mind like that, and have you been doing that so far?
Yes, we've been doing that primarily with helping the trade commissions.
Okay.
We have a business marketing arm which helps with bringing, say, for example, from Japan and Jetro community to connect with whenever their delegates come to connect with local Indian ecosystem. Same way, when this Russian team comes, we'll line up appropriate, I would call it partners in the ecosystem, which can make this delegation go back with either the relationships of import export happening or investments happening into India.
So you're yourself an industry expert, and we have many other experts joining us. We have policymakers on stage. So when they speak, then they have this speech. Do you also get some perspective, different perspectives? Do you get some ideas? Do you try to realize them into action sometimes? Such platforms, do they help in that, in broadening your horizon that ways?
Sure.
Does it?
I was just talking to Kuldeep ji, Joint Secretary for Ministry of Housing, when you were speaking. I think it's a beautiful opportunity for the industry to relate with what's happening and what can be done. I kind of briefly talked to him about how we can enable golden visas and OCI cards for global citizens investing in India, so that, like UAE has done, we can get massive investments from outside the country. So I'm trying to kind of influence the policy change. And he kind of indicated, okay, I'll definitely work with you on this. Let's also pull the Ministry of External Affairs, because they are the ones who give the visas. I'm responsible for the housing. So I, as the individual in the middle representing from the community of builders, we're trying to bring these three together: the Ministry of External Affairs, the Ministry of Housing, and then enable a global investable ecosystem.
So do you supply to CPWD also in India?
We
Government body?
we work with government bodies. We do our government projects. We're also doing some of these beach lagoon projects are going to be PPP projects, public-private partnership projects. We're trying to do one in Hyderabad, one in Amravati, potentially one in Gujarat. So I'm talking to the Jaipur, Rajasthan team. So there's going to be multiple of PPP projects coming as well.
So although we have incorporated almost everything to help the buyers, reaching their destination final goal, but do you think anything else that we can integrate within, just to help us give you your feedback and any suggestion from your end?
I think the rhetoric of Bharat Buildcon is really bang on. See, today, India used to be number one in the world.
Yeah.
It kind of bothers me that we're just number four, number three now. But why should we not bring it back to number one in the next decade or two? Sure, 200 years happened, we went down the train, but doesn't mean that we sit there. Today is a beautiful opportunity to even make USA jealous of us. And
Yeah.
I think that should happen within the next decade or two. And if it needs to happen, this thought process of Bharat, this thought process of India doing the entire, I would call it being self sufficient,
Yeah.
and being able to do it all within the ecosystem is very important. Atmanirbhar Bharat. Yeah.
Absolutely, sir. I agree with you. We hope to see that happening soon in India. And thanks to you for joining us. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
your contribution to us. Thank you so much.